came up with a cool rap yesterday.
Yeah, you're gonna open up the show with it.
Cut off your arm, cut off your arm, cut off your leg, cut off your other leg, cut off your head.
Is that for the episode?
No. Redemption! You redeemed it. Redeemed that. Sorry.
All right.
It still has use.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos!
Coming to you at the speed of sound, we are on the air at the Hexapod Sound House in Cleveland, Ohio! Home to the 75th NBA All-Star Game.
That's right.
I know we don't like to calendar it, but I want to brag about my town. My name is Nick. We are at the Velocity Chaos Podcast, and I am here with my wonderful co-host, Luke.
Oh, shucks. Thank you, guys. Hi, I am Luke, and we have here, tableside, we have DJ Ringside. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me out today.
Of course, as always. What do we got on the docket today, Nick?
Today, we are going to do some What Do You Think It Means? We are going to ramble on a little bit. Well, I also just found out, and don't quote me on this. So we got a full docket. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot to get through, but it's going to be great. So here at the Velocity Chaos Podcast, we explore the highest heights of human knowledge and the lowest depths of crude humor. Our mission is to tickle that pink thing between your ears, poke the frontal lobe, or sometimes just smash the laugh box. So hop in, buckle up for an infotainment ride across the airwaves.
Oh, yes, and as of today of recording this episode 28 has launched, so happy launch date to us, February 21st. But before we get into all the show stuff, please give us a follow on the Instagram and on YouTube, a subscription, everything in between. Drop us some stars on iTunes and Spotify, whatever it does, just to help us out. Thank you guys so much just for getting the word out there. And thank you, as always, for your support. Sorry, I'm just feeling myself right now.
You're feeling it? Man, that was good.
You brought the barbecue,
Lots of thanks.
Celebration.
Yeah, the microphone is sticky.
It is.
Sticky with barbecue.
Oh, yeah. So
That's what that is, right?
It is.
Okay.
Don't ask questions. Just take it for what it's worth. I had a question for you guys, DJ Ringside and Nick. What do you think noodling means?
Like canoodling or noodling?
Just noodling.
Noodling. I have to admit, I'm going to admit it. I know what this is.
Oh, okay. What about DJ Ringside?
So I'm going to leave it all up to him.
Ooh.
I promise I didn't Google it. I didn't Google it.
Sounds like an old 5th grade teacher at a school dance. Be like, you quit noodling. Quit noodling with your partner.
That's canoodling.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you for not spoiling it. So noodling is a method of fishing, believe it or not. Should have brought up the notes.
I thought you were going to say something completely different. I was about to shock.
Gotcha.
That would have been great.
So, yeah, noodling is the activity of fishing, but not with your normal rod, line, and reel. No. Noodling is fishing with your arms. So noodlers, as they call them, will wade through lakes and rivers looking for catfish hold. I think flathead catfish is what they're looking for. They'll reach into these holes with their arms, wait for the catfish to bite it, and then just ram it down their gullet and try to pull the catfish out. And I think that's one of the most insane things, maybe even idiotic things that I've come across in 32 years here on this marble that we're rolling on.
The thing that okay, so we got to break this down because I'm glad you brought it up, even though I knew what it means. So, what's your reaction? Let's get DJ's reaction.
Like, what are they grabbing onto?
The mouth,
The
like probably the throat. I don't know what the inside inner workings of a
just
catfish.
grab a fish by a tongue, just like
Yeah.
Like a cartoon, you just pull it out, you're
man.
pulling it out, and
Yeah.
it snaps out at you. Yeah, exactly.
I'm guessing there's some sort of mouth opening that you can hold on to
Yeah.
from the inside. And
So just to break it down, because from what I remember, these catfish aren't like, oh, we have the little pond in the backyard. We toss the corn on the hook. We
Yeah.
throw it in. We reel it in. It's a nice 8-inch little catfish. These are a meter long, 3 feet long, however you want to, quantify it or whatever.
big
Just
mamma
measurements.
jammas.
Less than 7 meters.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
But they're huge. They probably weigh, I would guess they weigh close to 80 pounds, 70, 60.
They
80
say
pounds?
60 from what I was reading. So these noodlers are going to find these holes in like water that's like, a few feet deep, but up to 20 feet deep. That's still less than 7 meters. It's about 6 meters.
Swimming down.
But like, yeah, you got to go underwater
Really?
very deep. And to me, I'm out of my element in water, and these fish spend their life in there.
Yeah.
Like they have these muscles and powers underwater, like that can just, they're more natural. Like, so
These
I don't
fish,
understand.
They got these muscles.
80 pounds, that's a teenager, man.
Yeah.
80 pounds?
So
Dragging you.
that I didn't know, but I've seen this happen, and they're never noodling in a crystal clear, beautiful lake.
Oh, it's the grossest
It's
stuff.
gross. It's murky. It's that cold 2 a.m. coffee. Like you're just so you don't see
the cloud on
yeah,
top.
with the cloud on top. The
It's good for you.
Yeah, the 3-day-old coffee. But like they reaching in totally blind. So first of all, finding the hole. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you find the hole? If you know how to find the hole.
Can you call us and tell us? Because we.
Oh, we don't have that phone number anymore.
Yeah. Well, then shoot us an email.
Shoot.
VelocityChaosPodcast@gmail. But it's true.
Yeah.
Everything about this, you either have to be really fearless or really stupid to just like go into it. And
There's
I'm
a fine
sorry
line.
that I'm insulting people.
No, there's
but,
a fine line.
But the thing is that you have to find a hole that's underwater.
Yeah.
You're attacking an animal that weighs 60 pounds. Is a big, is the equivalent of a big dog.
That's
Blind.
yeah.
You don't see him. And for me too, it's just reaching into things that
unknowing.
Yeah, unknowing.
Well-
It just a lot of big stones.
Yeah, let me get into the dangers here because I'm
Here we
glad you asked about the dangers. So noodlers, they can come away with scratches and bruises because sometimes these holes are, underbrush or under like just like nasty stuff or like logs and crap under the water that you can't see because of the murky waters. The noodler can get bit, that can get infected, so that's loss of digits or limbs because of that factor. The main concern I would have, obviously, drowning 20 feet underwater.
Because these fish have muscles and stuff.
muscles and stuff. We're learning. Like, it's crazy.
Okay, so again, to break it down, catfish don't have teeth, or do they have like they have those like knuckly kind of jaws, so they're not latching into your arm.
Yeah, no.
They might have the little bumps in there, but from what I've seen, they just are like
very
gumless.
gummy.
They're very they're gumless. So, but think about that too. That moment you're reaching in, you are hoping for it, which means you're probably crazy. These people are crazy. It's not being brave. It's being crazy because you're reaching in, hoping that a fish bites your arm.
Mm-hmm.
But the shock of that has got to be nuts.
Well, that's the thing is like when you get surprised, what's the first thing you do?
And pull your arm out.
No, you take a breath in.
Oh,
So like
yeah,
you're 20 feet underwater and your hand's in this hole and something grabs on your arm. You got to have that like the control of your body and presence to not be surprised. You got to be focused and start ripping and know like
yeah. But you probably also have to not be like strong enough. You have to be focused enough not to pull your arm away. Because if it just gives you a little gobble and you pull your arm out, that fish is gone, or you're not.
Well, it's in
gonna
its
find
hole, so it doesn't have really where to go.
it. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Go deeper?
You're
to the
going after that son of a bitch.
Wait, so they're using them as bait. This isn't like, hey, I'm sticking my hand into your mouth. They're like catfish will actively bite your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they think it's food.
That's
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah, they wiggle it around.
I'm not going in ponds ever again.
No, anything I can't see like water, like I'd stay out of that.
So this is competitive, right?
There is some competitive. Let me get into some of the other dangers.
Oh yeah.
So not only are these huge 60-pound plus catfish in there, there's other things in these holes. Like, and so this is like a southern
With
thing.
muscles.
Yeah, with other muscles and other
Differently
deadly
designed
things.
muscles.
Yeah. So other creatures that could, take over a catfish hole: alligators, snakes, beavers, muskrats, freaking snapping turtles. Like, imagine a snapping turtle, just you're down there and a snapping turtle comes and bites the tip of your penis off. Like, finger. That bites
right
the tip of your
past
finger.
it goes right past your hand. I'm going for it.
This is my chance.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You reach your arm and I've caught a catfish before. I know what I'm doing. This is going to be great. And you just get like a giant thing sunk into your arm. Something's not right.
Yeah. That's pinchy.
There's a lot more pressure than I'm used to. What's the pressure right there?
Right here. And you don't have time to think about this. You got, a certain amount of oxygen levels that you're holding your breath for.
Yeah.
And because, the other thing is, like, they only wear like jean shorts.
Oh shoot, that's what I was gonna say. Like the
What's
the official
what's the outfit?
The official costumes of noodlers are like Harley Davidson cutoff shirts.
Okay, because you don't want any clothes catching stuff under the
turtle
water.
muscles. You know?
Yeah. So that's just crazy to
A
go into
beaver.
the unknown. Yeah, beaver just
sorry.
chomp.
Yeah.
And it's not uncommon for
snake?
noodlers to get killed or hurt. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Noodlers have died.
Several. But people still do it.
Could you imagine you're at a competition, your pa's out there, you're just like, my dad is the best noodler in town. Kid B is like, your dad is just nothing but lousy muskrat shit. Like, your dad's out there, all of a sudden, like, everyone starts running to the water. What's going on? What's going on? Your pa laying face down in the water. Man, that's your moment. That's your origin story.
Yeah.
No way, man. They're not going to just go out that easy. They're going to like have their nub up in one and be like, I got this one bit up, but I got the catfish on that one.
What a flesh one.
That's why God gave me two arms here now.
Gave me a second chance. Yes, he did.
I'll use my toes next time. Learn to grab them with your feet. I still can't understand about going under the water. I've seen it where they squat
up to
down
their
like
neck.
a
Yeah.
QB underneath a center, and you reach underneath and you pull out, but your head's still above the surface.
Yeah.
But going underwater, you're not going to have a lot of leverage.
No.
The fish has got all the leverage.
You don't
It
have
has
ground
all
to
those
stand on.
muscles.
All those muscles.
To leverage the water,
Yeah. Like, and even if you put your foot on the bottom, like, it's a lot of bottoms are like they
sediment. A lot of sediment,
there's a sediment layer, so like you're pushing in and it's like not hard is the word I was looking for.
It's not hard.
solid surface.
So
Solid
you're not allowed to have any equipment, right? Is the rule. It's just
I don't
your
know.
body.
I didn't look into the competition. I just thought it was batshit crazy.
Well,
I was gonna say, can you butter your arm? Just like put the special. I'm using the special sauce today. This is cinnamon sugar, and this one's lemon lime.
See which one they like better.
you just have corn like glued to like a sleeve, like a corn sleeve.
I did this last night, so it hardened.
That would be hysterical if they had different ingredients on, like peanut butter with corn in it, and stick it in there
Jesus.
with some
and-
root beer scares away the alligators.
Yeah, and I guess there is a documentary called Okie Noodling.
Okay.
It was released in 2001, made by local documentarian Bradley Beasley from Oklahoma. Covers that. I haven't seen it. I don't plan on seeing it. Maybe I will see it. If
Now.
anyone has seen it,
Yeah.
Okie Noodling, let us know if it is worth a watch.
Worth a watch, yeah.
I just think the whole situation is.
Did you see anything on the etymology of the word or where it came from? Why is it called noodling?
No, I didn't. I would take a stab at, they're just, you throw the old noodler out there and then, they grab on, you pull it out, noodle.
That's definitely a noodle. I think it's the fingers. I think that's what I would say.
They look like little.
Oh, you nailed it. It's called noodling because the fisherman wiggles his fingers like wet spaghetti to entice the fish to bite.
Not
Hey,
hard
yo,
spaghetti.
it's a dinner time. Come on, let's celebrate the noodles.
Eat your spaghetti.
It's a spaghetti. It's spaghetti.
Jeez. See that on the Nature Channel? Like instead of sponsored bass fishermen, you got sponsored noodlers out there and they're Daisy Dukes.
Would you insure your arms at that point? Like,
You're the world's greatest noodler.
Yeah.
Hey, J-Lo can insure her ass. Like you can insure an arm for noodling.
yeah,
The most competitive noodler in the world. Could you imagine it from the fish? Let's imagine the fish side of things, right? You get caught and released in a competition. So I was going to dinner, and I
all catfish are French now.
no, well, he's like, because the mustache, the mustache. And I typically don't go out for Italian, but I saw the noodle and I tried it, and
More of an escargot.
yeah, more escargot. I like the snails. And then I was being hauled out of my hole. The noodles were not noodles.
To me, I think
Sacre bleu.
it's just insane. They're catfish crazy.
Just ruining pasta for catfish worldwide.
Yeah.
These noodlers.
Now, does that get passed down genetically? Like,
Yeah, like mama catfish. Like don't eat your noodles.
yeah, it's like their school. Like,
Yeah.
watch out for noodles.
Look, we're fish. We don't give a shit about anything. Just don't eat noodles.
Why?
Johnny, where's Johnny? Where's Johnny? He's like about to grab onto the noodles.
The Finding Nemo, but
Yeah, Finding Nemo
Finding
moment.
Gaspar.
Finding Gaspar. It's in the lake. The catfish is in up on a wall.
Billy Moth Bass.
Remember me. Try it out. Billy Bass. Billy Bass is like telling people the story of Gaspar. Gaspar.
That's another classic. Maybe we have to dip into at some point.
Yeah.
No, it's all a stinky mess that I wouldn't want to get into.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I'm sure you get out of the pond, you smell like catfish doo-doo, a little bit of pasta sauce, it's all in there, but it makes a lot of sense. You know what else makes a lot of sense? Scented scent sticks. That's right. Scented scent sticks allow you to breathe the fresh air that you have been missing if you want to. Some of our scents available to you are fresh air and other scents like that. So if you want to breathe fresh air and not spend a lot of cents on great scents, buy scented scent sticks. It just makes a lot of sense for you. It makes a lot of sense when you spend your scents on our scented scent sticks. I swear, we have a whole load of new fresh scents, mainly fresh air, though. We're working on more and more scents every second. But for right now, get your fresh air scented scent sticks today. At checkout, if you want to make a lot of sense, it would make a lot of sense if you used VC Pod 60 for 60 cents off your scented scent sticks at checkout. This is not an actual product, service, or idea, just in case you thought it was. It's not. If there is something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation and offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea. That was a fun one, man.
A lot of like a snake.
Snakes.
You got a snake to read that.
We're gonna have to go noodling someday as a
I'll
podcast team.
I'll watch you guys.
Good luck. I just wanted to move into a little ramble on session. It's been a while since we just jived, kicked back, and kind of kicked it. Velocity Chaos podcast.
Shoot the breeze. I believe they
shoot
say
the
that.
breeze, or shoot the little minions, if you will. I want to talk about video games.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to leave it open to you guys. What you playing? What do you want to play? What's on your checklist?
You got games on your phone?
You got games on your phone? I do, actually. wait. I'm not in on it.
I just saw some stupid meme. It's like, I think it was like this dog looking up right into the camera, but it's supposed to be like a kid that
Oh yeah.
Like a kid that's just like comes over and sees you on your phone. Like, you got games on your phone? Because they do that.
I guess so. But then they show all your games. I've been really into this Rush Royale.
Oh,
It's like a tower defense,
Uh,
but it's versus.
they hooked you.
And you gotta. It's funny because I know it's just math. It's just and you just got to push the other person to accept damage, then you win. And I didn't think it was gonna be fun.
Assert dominance.
Cracked now.
That's how they get you.
That is. But it was also doing this sort. What is it? Water sort puzzle. On my
Oh, right.
But that one I actually felt was affecting my just organizational skills or my mental
For good or bad?
good because you're you're solving a puzzle. It's a puzzle game, so puzzle games are fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they actually.
So you're like, oh, okay, let me put this cell phone here on the laptop. Now I can put the mixer over here, and now I can put the cell phone here on these. And
Yeah,
let me
you
take,
rearrange
let me take
everything.
this cell
You
phone here, and
rearrange
we just get
everything.
a stack of 4 cell phones, and they'll clear out.
Yeah. No, exactly right. Exactly. No, I mean, I know back in the day it was funny when my mom, oh, go outside. And now the research into video games talking about how it does accelerate certain, like not mental capacity, but like mental abilities, like reaction, quickness, problem solving, and like stuff like that. So, odds management and things like that. So, but yeah. Are you playing anything? Let me ask.
No, well, going on how you said, the color sorting game is affecting you, like in a positive way. There was a game, I don't know, like I don't want to bash anyone because I did have a little bit of fun, but the game Wordscapes, it's like a circle with the letters.
Oh yeah,
and then the crossword puzzle.
They really promote that on my story.
Yeah,
the ads.
I feel like it made me dumber.
That's hysterical because isn't their whole ad?
Yeah.
What's your brain IQ? Are you an old person in a young person's body? And play this game 3 times a day and avoid Alzheimer's.
Yeah. So it's like, you're putting in words like, I don't know, if you had like SWORD or something in there, and you need to get like a 3-letter word. Yeah. And you just start trying random things like, oh, ORD, that might be ORD, that might be or OSR, OSR, that might be a word. Like, and you're trying these stupid words and like, oh, it was rod. Like, so it's like, instead of like just, someone who sees from an outside perspective, like, oh, it's simple. It's just this.
Imploding your vocabulary.
Yeah. It made me so dumb.
What if they're doing it on purpose? Like, it'd be great if you make a video game. It's like, we're just going to make people stupid.
It could be them in general. Yeah.
1984, they're just
sedated.
Just breaking down languages. It is funny how much they advertise. I think you can kind of tell the quality of a phone game by how much ads are played. If it's just cranking ads at you, then it's just a cheap ass
garbage.
Game. It's garbage. It's gonna lose its quality after a while. But if there's like minimal ads and they're relying on in-game spending, that they're really putting a lot of effort into it and they're probably well designed. At least that's been my experience. And it's funny because I opened this talking about video games, and we're talking about phone video games.
Are those even real video games?
I know. Oh, Shnikes. I feel like you're more versed. You were a streamer.
I don't know. Like some of them are, and some of them aren't. Like you said, they're more puzzles than anything.
I want to say right now for our listeners out there, I want your opinion on this one. Do you think phone app games are classically categorized as video games?
You tell us.
We're gonna wait until you do.
We'll wait until 5 weeks when this is posted. This will be a long episode.
No, I do want to know. I do want to know.
No, I don't think they bridge that gap fully. But then there are like actual games that they take from computers or consoles and then put them on phones. Right. Like I don't know, Fortnite or something you can play on your phone or tablet. Like, so I guess those then are considered, but then you have like Tetris. I guess that's considered a game. It's tough. It's tough to say. Is Snake a game? I guess if you build it down, is Snake a game?
We might have to come.
That was like the first one.
Delve deeper into this in a follow-up segment.
Yeah. If you consider Snake to be a game, then I guess it has to be yes. I think it's got
to. I think it's got to be yes. I think anything that you have agency in and it's digital or analog, I think that would qualify something as a video game.
So here we go. So I think they're qualified as as video games, but people who play them aren't gamers.
Ooh, that's a cultural issue.
Yeah.
Well, what to me, a gamer is a lifestyle kind of thing rather than, I played a video game, so I'm a gamer. I played a console, so I'm a gamer. I have a PC, so I'm a gamer.
Exactly. But if you strictly like, oh no, yeah, I play Call of Duty on my phone or whatever. I don't know, PUBG Mobile or something.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, what do you play on? My phone. You're not a gamer.
Interesting.
You're not.
Really?
You're not. I'm looking at you. You're not a gamer.
What do you
grow up?
What is the delineation here?
Save up your lawn mowing money and
You
buy
gotta
a
spend
console
money to be a
or
gamer.
PC. Earn your badges or stripes. What? Oh, sorry. What was the question?
I saw we were at the Super Bowl, and one of the guys there who's married, about to have his first, a young kid. They all game. They're all friends for a long time. Like the older guy is friends with the kid's brother, essentially, and the kid comes up and he's like, "So how does it feel to have some guy who's 10 years younger than you have a PS5 and an new Xbox, and you don't?" And he's like, "Sounds like a fiscally responsible person." I was like, "Burn! Go back to your little hovel, kid. Go back to your basement. We're making man choices here. We're responsible. We're bringing life into the world. You're just taking out little digital figurines."
There is a point. Even more recently, I'm like, is gaming that much fun? Like, yes, it is.
Come on. Yes,
but
it is.
It is, but wasting. Now, I guess it is more wasting, but playing for, 8, 10, 12 hours a day, like maybe every once in a while, like, okay, just let it rip. But people that do that all the time, if you're not, I don't want to get into streaming, but if you're not doing that and making money off of it, like, man, you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking like a kid who lost his soul, man.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're like,
Peter Pan grew up. Dude.
Peter Pan grew up. I think there's nothing wrong. Like every once in a while, the brothers will get together and we'll on a Saturday night and play for like 5 hours. But we LAN party it, so we go have a couple beers, go have some pizza. Like we make it a thing, not just
that's cool.
Oh, we'll see you on there, and you get on, and for 5 hours you're just talking through headsets, which isn't again.
Yeah, that's my life.
Okay. Well,
no,
so
put me down. Put me down.
No, I will put you down. No, I think you're different. You're engaging with the community, so that's different. That is different.
Yeah.
When you stream, you are trying to create, and especially when I've watched your stream, you're trying to create community. You're trying to uplift people while you have an activity for them to watch you do. So it is different. But I ask a lot of these guys who spend a lot of time in the game, racking up absurd amounts of hours. Just why aren't you streaming? If you're playing so much, you might as well, because who knows if you hit, then it's passive income. But they're just, I don't want to do it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to have to do the work. So for me, I try not to, unless I'm really specifically setting out to say I'm going to do an hour or two of video games, which I know I'm just blowing. I'm just burning it. I would want some kickback from putting that much time into something.
Yeah,
I want something to come out of it.
And yeah, exactly. When it's like if you're not reaping anything, then you're just building a skill for something that's technically obsolete in a way. Like I guess you're building up hand-eye coordination on a screen that's relative to your current sensitivity on your current mouse pad with your current mouse and whatever your monitor is at this time. Like. Yeah.
That's where they start getting into it. Like, what's your FPS? What's your ping? And I'm just like, you shut up. Ping is a golf club that you can't afford, but I'm going to use on an executive golf outing, you little twerp.
Ooh, adult burn.
Dad burn. Dad burn. Get down. Get down.
Got him.
Stand down. All right. So let me ask you, are you playing anything? Because we just totally blew past.
Yeah, we this is all. I mean, we can come back to this another time. But no, I'll answer. But like. Yeah, we totally just went over the topic and your initial question.
This is classic velocity chaos, man.
We'll save this for another episode. But like, I think I haven't played it much, but Rocket League is always a go-to.
Ooh. Cool. I haven't been in Rocket League in a while, but I'd try it out.
Yeah,
I'd play it. I think you were in Apex, weren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
So I started playing Apex.
Oh.
I'm having a good time. It's a little bit different because like modern or Call of Duty and all that is so the kill time is so like low. It's just like shredding people. But I do like Apex is a lot more left and
The
right.
movement is another
movement.
factor.
It's, I mean, converting to, I love it.
Baxter.
What do you think it means?
Yeah, what do you think it means, Baxter?
A Baxter. But the time to kill is like way different. So
Yeah.
converting between the two games was interesting.
We're talking about Apex Legends.
Apex Legends, yeah.
Yeah, there's abilities for each character, and movement's pretty crazy. You're not taking fall damage from jumping too high.
You slide a lot
It's
farther.
sliding a lot, and there's a lot more tactics involved.
And that's what I like about it is in BR, I've been dropping in
Battle royales.
Sorry, Battle Royale, Modern Warfare. We'll talk about that really quick. really quick. Let me do it. It is like everybody gets really selfish. They're just looking for their KD. But in Apex, you have to, if you want to win, you got to play with your trio. You have to use your ability to enable other people.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to play a couple different characters. So I like that extra layer of variability. And then I need to go finish the Tomb Raider games. I need to play Uncharted 4 because the movie is coming out. And I need to finish Horizon Zero Dawn because that game was really cool. And the new one's coming out and it looks mind-blowing. That's the one with the machines that are like shaped like animals and you got to hunt them out. But anyway.
You mean Uncharted like the new Fortnite skins?
Are there?
I think so.
That'd be hilarious if they just start swooping other video games.
That's all they do.
I saw
It's marketing.
I could just keep going. This is a
We
20
could.
minute
Yeah, this
segment,
is.
but
We'll come back to this another.
we will plant another video game. We will start. This will be the next evolution of Velocity Chaos podcast is follow-up segments.
Yes, I like it.
But in the meantime, I wanted to let you guys know something that I just found out. Well, I just found out this thing. Are you familiar with Antetokounmpo? Do you know what that is, DJ Ringside?
I feel like you're trying to say
Don't look at the
something.
notes. Don't look at the
No.
notes. Don't look at the notes. I'm pronouncing it correctly. I looked it up and listened
Is
to
it?
multiple.
Say it again.
Antetokounmpo.
He's not.
No, it sounds like a weird
It's
coconut.
like
I don't know.
It's like Worcestershire sauce. You got to say it fast.
Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire.
Antetokounmpo.
Hey, you probably got it right. Worcestershire. I see it. Did it?
Yeah.
Antetokounmpo?
Antetokounmpo, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
See
know.
there, I did it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's a religion. It's got to be a religion.
No.
Close.
So close. Antetokounmpo is Giannis Antetokounmpo is the basketball player, the giant guy on
Oh, is he the dude with the
big
finger? No,
No, that's the Kembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like you're talking about a guy I know.
Yeah, no. So
I know the guy.
yeah, exactly. I love that guy. Giannis might as well start doing that. So Giannis is like the most famous, but I just found out he is one of 5 brothers, and 3 of them are in the NBA.
Yeah.
3 of the 5 brothers are in the NBA, and one of them is on his team. So this is crazy, okay? So I was watching NBA All-Star stuff this weekend, and in the skills challenge, they had 3 teams. They had the Cavs team, which was made up of 3 Cavs players. They had a rookie team, which was 3 rookies, and then they had the Antetokounmpo brothers. And I was like, wait, what? Like, what are you talking about? And all 3 of them came out, and they all played in the skills challenge together, and they're all NBA players. So the 5 of them, Francis is the oldest. Francis don't play basketball. He plays soccer, so he kind of like flaked out. But when you see the picture of the 5 of them, he's in the middle and he's like probably a foot shorter than everybody else. Apparently, he's a professional soccer player though in Europe.
Plays the old footy.
The old footy. So, and he's a music producer, but everybody is at this point.
Straight bangers.
Straight bangers. And then you have Thanasis Antetokounmpo, who is the second oldest, and he came into the league. He's 29 years old, 6'6", 219-pound small forward.
It's a big boy.
Okay? So he started playing in like European leagues and then eventually joined Giannis in Milwaukee in 2019, okay? And ended up winning the championship with them. So you had 2 brothers on the same team win a championship, which was cool.
How would you like that if you and your brother played a professional sport. And
Oh, that'd be
so,
awesome.
yeah, wouldn't that'd be great?
That'd be really, really cool. I mean, like the camaraderie, the chemistry. You're on the court, you're seeing them, you're celebrating with them. It's like a family experience.
And like in your mind, like montages back to like the driveway, like you're practicing for this your whole life.
Yeah. Well, not to diverge too much from the Antetokounmpo brothers, but everybody's talking about LeBron, and his son is going to college apparently in the fall.
Yeah.
He's got to play 1 year of college ball, and then he can be drafted. He's eligible for the draft.
Yep.
And LeBron is saying, wherever he ends up, I'm going to play with my son. And I think that's going to be the first time that's ever happened in NBA history.
Yeah, I know it's happened in baseball.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think NBA, because no one has had a career like LeBron's. Like he's nearing 40. He's what, 37, 36?
Yep.
So, 2 years, he's going to be
37,
38, 39. I don't think a lot of basketball players play that long.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably come in as like a mentor figure, but still, it'd be cool to see him on the court together. But apparently, Bronny is really good. And
Yeah.
like, he's smaller, but he's still got the skills. He's probably more of a Steph Curry
What if
type.
he's just not good enough? And like,
No, I think he's actually really. Like,
anyone think about that?
I think LeBron did when he was born. It was saying, no, he's gonna.
Here's a basketball.
Yeah, the full size one, just on the baby.
Real quick. I know we're kind of already off the topic, but would you take LeBron back in under what situation?
So that is the point that everybody's saying, is that Bronny, fortunately, this Cavs team is starting to do well. So
I love it.
they're not. Yeah, they're not
This is
going
the
to.
team I've always wanted.
They're not going to fumble into another draft and get Bronny. But say somehow it worked out and he ended up here, LeBron would come back to play with his son, and like they would, I think, ruin this team.
So that's the thing. He has to come back, in my mind, and maybe this first thing is going to be the most jarring. He has to come back for like veteran minimum, and then he has to agree to join in the structure that's already there. Yeah. Like there's no, okay, we need this guy to come here. No, it's like you have to join what's already made here. You're another piece of the puzzle. Like,
I agree with you, but that's not going to happen.
yeah, but that,
What
like,
do you think?
I'll just say you can't just step back into a new system. I mean, I don't know basketball into sports. It's like you have a guy who is literally controlling entire teams.
Yeah.
And it's like, or does he just set it aside because it's just for the legacy of saying, I did a year with my son? Is it a throwaway? But can he do that? I don't think.
But then there's also retiring at your home team that you started with and all that. You won a championship. But even then, in basketball, I think
Can't
it's liquid enough. I think it's liquid enough. He could
Yeah.
come back for the last couple weeks of the season. And
True.
just,
yeah.
oh,
Something
we
like
retired
that.
his jersey. Like,
That'd be cool.
Didn't Ilgauskas do that? Where he
Yeah,
kinda came
something
back
like
for like
that.
Yeah,
2
he
weeks.
did like one game back there, two games.
Yeah. So they do that for the fan service. But Bronny, I think, is going to be good. So here's the thing. I think if we did get Bronny James onto the Cavs, that could be interesting. I want Bronny, but I don't want LeBron.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because he'd be young. He's got history. He's been around here. He knows the vibe. He's a young guy on a young team. That could be a cool situation.
Yeah.
But that's a year. That's like a year away. So a lot can happen. If the Cavs go into the playoffs and win deep, it's going to be a whole new landscape come this fall. Exactly.
Tell me more about the Antetokounmpo brothers.
There you go. So the Antetokounmpo brothers. So Giannis is. Sorry,
That's
Thanasis.
the third brother, right?
Yeah, just to wrap it up with Thanasis, he played Greek basketball for a long time because this whole family's Greek.
Is he the Greek freak?
That makes sense.
No, that's Giannis.
That makes him the Greek freak?
Yeah, Giannis. I just said it. Giannis is, and let me just make sure I get this right because I think they're in Nigeria.
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo. So they are. I wanted to make sure this was right. Oh, okay. I'm getting through it. These are fun facts. Giannis. Let's just talk about Giannis really quick.
Yes.
27 right now, 6'11". He's the tallest of the brothers. 235 pounds, sometimes 245.
Nah,
he's a beast.
He's
He's the Greek freak.
yeah.
Power forward. So he went number 15 in the 2013 draft. I didn't know he was in the league this long. I thought he came up like later.
Recent.
Yeah, recently. But no, he has been a while.
Yeah, like exactly. Like he surfaced more at probably like 2017, maybe 2018
when the Bucks got hot.
Yeah.
So he was with the Milwaukee Bucks since 2013. 2 MVPs, 1
That's crazy.
championship in 2021. That's the one that Thanasis was there.
Now, did you want Chris Paul to win a championship last year? No.
I'm over Chris Paul.
Okay.
I think he's a whiner. He's a baby.
Okay. If
And that's
I
saying
guess someone's
something
not getting
about somebody in
insurance
the
from Cliff Paul.
I guess not. So this is another funny thing really quick. I'm going to try to keep moving through this because I know we're cooking, but sorry, I lost my train of thought. Here we go.
No,
they were the second pair of brothers on the Bucks in that run.
That's crazy.
Brooke and Robin Lopez were also on the team when they won that championship.
I didn't know they were.
I didn't know the Lopez had brothers. All right, so people are more familiar with Giannis. He's bigger both in fame and in play skill. He's kind of the most well-known, probably the biggest paid. But then you got Costas Antetokounmpo. He's 24, so he's younger. He's 3 years younger. 24, 6'10", 200-pound small forward. Drafted like dead freaking last in 2018 in the NBA draft. Went to Dallas for like 2 weeks and was released. But then he signed with the Lakers the year after and won a championship with them when LeBron won in lockdown.
That's brilliant.
I think it was lockdown. Maybe it was the 2020, I think.
Yeah, the bubble season.
Yeah. So Costas, he won before the other two guys. But this is where the record is set. They're the first trio of brothers to all win a championship.
That is awesome.
So 3 brothers, each one with a championship ring. That's the first time it's happened in NBA history.
Congrats to the Antetokounmpos.
Congratulations.
What about their
Antetokounmpo.
first brother, Frank? What about Francis? Did he win any
maybe Grammy now?
championships?
No. So he played, and I wanted to point this out. Costas played in Dayton, which is like just a short stone's throw.
Yeah.
Throw stones from here. Anyway, he played in Dayton for college, and that's where he got his legs under him in the
Hey, look at that.
U.S. market.
UD.
So finally, rounding it all out, we have Alex Antetokounmpo, and he's 20, 6'8", 200-plus pound small forward. He went undrafted last year, and he's currently playing in the G League. Jury's kind of out on Alex, but I think Alex is going to bring it up. I've heard rumors that he's like pretty solid. Like he might be the second Antetokounmpo brother.
Yeah.
And like be as far as like skill level goes.
That's the thing. Like being the younger brother, I feel like you can see what your older brothers do.
Yeah.
So then that drives you more to be like, I want to be better than that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So
Especially if you're at the bottom of
yeah. Like if they're always picking on you or beating you up or something. And so it's like that drives you more to be better than them. And so like I would feel that Alex would be, and is his name really Alex if they're from
It's probably Alexis, Alexandria or something.
Alexei. Alexei.
Antetokounmpo. Alexandros.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Antetokounmpo.
But I'd imagine, it kind of sucks he didn't get drafted, but you got to think NBA has to be one of the worst drafts.
Oh yeah.
Maybe top 5 might play in the NBA. Everything else probably garbage.
Reading about this, it's amazing how liquid that league is.
Yeah.
You can be playing over somewhere in Europe. Somebody's like, we need a big man up front. And that's how Timofey Mozgov got here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I've had to shift right back out. No, but the league, you can come from anywhere. So just because you don't get drafted, a lot of guys will play 2-3 years in other leagues, get their skills up, and kind of get called up. Especially now with the G League, they're really trying to make that happen.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned. I just want to pivot to one more thing. Other pairs of famous athlete brothers.
Oh.
So I know you guys have looked at my list.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to.
We all know the Mannings.
Yeah.
What are their names?
They're men.
What are their names again? I just know it's the Mannings.
Peyton and Eli.
Joseph and Jorgensen.
Jorgensen. Kelsey's. I didn't know this, but Travis Kelsey has a brother.
Kelsey.
Kelsey Grammer Kelsey. Jason Kelsey. So those guys are from our neck of the woods, Cleveland Heights, and they both have a Super Bowl.
What?
because Jason Kelsey was on the Super Bowl winning Eagles as the center.
Oh, Nick Foles.
So he won, and then Travis Kelsey won a couple.
Weren't you in
later.
Philly for that?
I was in Philadelphia for that Super Bowl.
Nice.
It was wild.
I think you texted me. Like,
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I have this insane picture of the huge crowd afterward and just one person holding up a Foles jersey. It's one of the best pictures I've ever taken. It's amazing. But we were out in the middle of the street. Nobody was there. And then all of a sudden, it was just like a crush.
Everyone
it
was
was
there.
massive. The car started going. We were like, time to go back. The Bosas, Nick and Joey Bosa, the Watts brothers, JJ and TJ. JJ obviously dominant for so long. I wonder how much older than he is than TJ, because TJ's only been in a couple years, but he's like at peak performance.
Yeah.
And JJ is like kind of out on his way out.
You got like another brother named like PJ and AJ.
CJ,
Peanut butter,
Running out of J's.
DJ.
ZJ,
I'm actually part of that family.
Yeah.
BJ.
Their real last name's Watt. DJ Watt.
27 and 32. So JJ's 32, TJ's 27,
Wow. Okay.
and DJ Ringside is
DJ Ringside. I want to throw that out. DJ Ringside. You got the Sedins. Is that how you say
Oh,
it?
the Sedines.
The Sedines.
Sardine.
The Sardines.
Henrik and Daniel Sedin, two like dominant players in the NHL.
They're
They're
Currently,
twins.
or
They're
twins.
twin brothers. Yeah.
oh,
Played for the Vancouver Canucks. Like,
Together?
yeah.
Oh,
I
that'd
mean,
be
they
freaky.
were
together
like-
at the same time.
yeah. They actually just shared a pair of skates.
They're
and they would all-
conjoined twins.
They're like three skates. Like
It's
2 feet
one
apart.
person, two heads.
Wait, wasn't there that movie Stuck on You?
Yeah, but,
That's
but
about
they
the
didn't play
Sedins,
basketball.
And then they were fry cooks too.
Yeah. On the weekends. And then one more I wanted to point out.
Yeah,
the Griffins. Shaquille and
Al-Qaeda.
Shaquem. Shaquille and Shaquem. Have you ever heard about these guys?
No.
So they played for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Shaquem plays for the Chargers right now. So
Current.
the crazy thing about them is they're close brothers. They played football all these years. They got to play together in Seattle.
Seattle Supersonics.
No, the Seahawks. So the crazy thing is, Shaquem is missing his left hand.
Oh dang.
Oh, I've
Is
seen
that
him play.
recently?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's still in the league. He's like I said, he's playing for
He's got a couple carries.
Yeah.
UCF football. Where is he?
That's it. Like people that are born or come into like a detriment like that, like that's so unfortunate. But you truly see drive and determination of a person's soul and being when they are confronted with problems like that. Like
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, I'm missing a hand. I'm still gonna be a fucking badass
Yeah.
and do my best and prove everyone wrong."
So he's in Miami right now. So that's cool. He's still playing in the league. He was drafted in 2018. So when he was born, he had this thing called amniotic band syndrome, which I guess like cuts off like a kind of circulation in a part of your body. At birth. And then when he was like 4 years old, he tried to cut his hand off because of so much pain in the tendons in his hand. And that's when his family was like, oh, this is super tough because he's not old enough to really know what's going on, but we got to amputate it. And so they went to the doctor and amputated it.
Put a little Novocaine on it.
But isn't that nuts? Like he literally was going to cut his own hand.
So he's a
hand off.
badass. Like,
Yeah.
certified.
Yeah. But anyway, those
Like a
are some famous athlete
Medieval
brothers.
movie about
Yeah.
that guy.
So I think that's cool. And like you said, to sum it all up, I think it'd be badass to play with your brother.
Yeah.
Play with your brother or like a high school friend. That would be amazing at the peak of the game. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, you're just going back to bouncing the ball, and
Yeah.
you know what else I've been bouncing off the wall? Ball. Yes, ball. I bounce ball, and ball comes back. Ball is a state-of-the-art sphere, and when given enough velocity, will bounce off of a surface. That's right, ball bounces. Ball will bounce, and if you haven't seen it for your own eyes, you probably would not believe me, but you should believe me, because that's what ball does. Why would I lie to you? It's not like they're paying me to say that ball bounces even though it doesn't actually bounce. That would be ludicrous. Of course ball bounces. Let me show you. Ball right here. See? Ball. Bounce. Right there. Saw it. You can see it right there on the camera on YouTube. See the ball? I swear it bounced. You can hear it bounce. Get your palms on ball today at your local ball retailer at checkout, mention Velocity Chaos Podcast for a free weird look from your cashier. This is not an actual product, service, or idea. Just in case you thought it was, it's not. If there's something out there with the same name, we are unaware and have no affiliation and offer no judgment on the actual product, service, or idea. Hey-o! Boom! This thing wants to correct. I guess I spelled judgment the wrong way with a Judgement. Is that the British way?
Antetokounmpo.
Exactly. That's the only response I accept. And I don't want you to quote me on that because that's the segment we're moving into is don't quote me on this. So I think when Nick and I were coming up with these segment ideas, originally when we came up with don't quote me on this, we wanted something, inspirational, motivational, like we did the last one with refresh my mind.
That was
Zig Ziglar. Found it.
Yeah.
Before you.
Yeah.
Zig Ziglar. Those are some deep quotes about, starting. You have to start in order to, do anything, be great. But here, I want to bring you one of the most beloved MLB players in history, Yogi Berra. I don't know if that's a familiar name for you guys.
Yeah, the picnic baskets.
Yeah. He had this whole campaign about forest fires and picnic baskets. Oh,
what was his little buddy's name?
Yogi.
No, the little bear.
Little bear.
All right, sorry, I threw that one.
No,
Yogi Berra. I get it. I know who Yogi Berra is.
Oh, well, I don't know if DJ Ringside found it. But so, as we know from previous talkings about Yogi Berra, I think last episode, whenever I did the winningest sports athletes of all time, he was on that list. He was an 18-time All-Star. He won 3 MVPs, appeared in 14 World Series as a player, and another 5 as a manager or coach, and he won 13 championship rings. So 13 out of 19, that's not bad.
You don't even have that many fingers.
Yeah, I'm out. You run out of fingers. You got to use toes at that point.
Boo Boo, that was his name.
Boo Boo.
Sorry.
That's the one. Oh, and the other ones,
He had way more championships.
Yeah, Boo Boo was all over the place.
that means poop. Anywho, so, but aside from amazing baseball player, in mine, Yogi Berra had produced what sports writers and fans acknowledge as Berraisms. And those are colloquial expressions that lack logic. And for those of you that may not know or not be up to snuff, I took a trip to the dictionary, and colloquial means of language used in ordinary or familiar conversation, not formal or literary.
You didn't get colloquial on Wordscapes, did you?
No, didn't come up. There's too many
Trying to
letters.
spell it that one.
Too many letters.
Antetokounmpo. No, it's colloquial.
Dang, I was close.
Same letters.
So with that, the things that many of us has probably said at some point, and Berra himself would agree, had he still been around, rest in peace, 2015. I never said most of the things I said, is a quote from him. and so as many of these that may not have been said by him, but have been attributed to him. So let's dive in. I have 50 here. I'm not going to go through all 50.
Rip them.
Yeah, we're going to
go through all 50.
I don't know. We're going to fly through.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Uh-oh. No, I need some takes on this. So let's see. I highlighted some of the ones that I thought were worthy. I had about 25. So when you come to a fork in the road, take it. This might just be punchline, and
I love it.
So yeah, when you come to a fork in the road,
to that.
yeah, just take it.
Just take it.
Yeah, maybe that's where Nike got it. Just do it. Just take it.
Nike, just take it. It's like, no, we can't do that.
Just do it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Then we'll just throw a check mark on there.
We want it to be people doing it to other people, not just taking it.
Next one. You can observe a lot by just watching.
See, there's salt to that one. There's wisdom in that. Like, you can learn a lot by just, what is it?
You can learn a lot by just watching.
There you go. So okay,
there's
that one.
Something
That one
some
has something. The fork one is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I see that there's subtle underneath meaning to all this. I love it. I get it.
It ain't over till it's over. That's someone I think that.
Oh, that's a famous one.
Yeah, that's a famous one. Who knows if he actually said it, but it's attributed to him.
Okay. Good enough.
It's like deja vu all over again.
I've heard that one too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
No one goes there nowadays. It's too crowded.
No one.
Place
Took a
See?
minute.
place is packed. No one goes
Took a
there.
minute.
Oh yeah, you better set that up.
Yeah. Running.
Baseball is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. It's so good.
If it's intentional, that could have just been a podium like goof.
He's just brilliant. He's brilliant. He's a nickel ain't worth a dime anymore.
With every passing one, I want to be more like a Yogi. Go ahead.
He's so good. Okay. Always go to other people's funerals. Otherwise, they won't come to yours.
I love it.
So I made sure I went to his funeral,
Yeah.
So it can come to mind.
2015. Everybody went to that one.
And then, so I'm guessing this one was probably about a game that they lost. We made too many wrong mistakes.
You could deliver these deadpan.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'll get you on that.
Oh no. I mean, like as Yogi, if you just.
I'm sure he
the
did,
mic
too.
just.
Yeah.
Can't.
Made too many wrong mistakes. I don't
Too
know.
many wrong mistakes.
Congratulations. I knew the record would stand until it was broken.
Okay. I can see how that one's right up your alley.
Yeah.
Right on the
Imagine
nose.
playing for this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he serious right now?
Is he trying to inspire us, or did he just lose it?
It's like a lot of these speak to me on like just like a personal level, like just of smart assery.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You better cut that pizza into 4 pieces because I'm not hungry enough to eat 6. It's a joke about distribution. It's still the
Math,
same
math.
size.
Get some
But,
math.
you wouldn't have won if we'd beaten you.
So true.
Just think about that one. Let that one sit.
That's intimidating as hell.
Yeah. And then here's this one. Anyone who likes naps? You like naps?
Sure.
Naps are good. See, I usually take a 2-hour nap from 1 to 4. Let's see. It gets late out here early. Or it gets late early out here, whatever. The future ain't what it used to be.
That one I like.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's gonna end up in a movie.
Yeah.
Future ain't what it
I'm
used
sure it has already.
to be. Probably. Hopefully.
Slump. I ain't in no slump. I just ain't hitting. For those of you who don't know, slump is when you're not performing well. So
What do you think it means was 3 segments ago? Okay. Just keep
yeah.
going.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If you don't get it, you'll get the next one.
That sounds like a that sounds like a
If you don't get it, you'll get the next
Berra-ism
one.
right there. What did you say? If you
If
don't,
you don't
get it,
you'll get the next one.
I tell the kids, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. Just don't fight about it. Just try to get better. That one's like
All right, that
deep.
one's okay.
Yeah. Don't complain.
Don't complain.
Playing Little League, you got those kids that are crying. Like,
If you don't
lost
get
the
this one,
game.
you'll get the next
It's
one.
like, just relax. You're 9 years old. This doesn't mean anything. Just develop your skills.
Until we're scouting 10-year-olds.
Yeah. Whoa, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Die!
This is your future. This is my bank account you're messing with, man.
And then when you're telling the kids,
Daddy, no, I want a slushie.
you're doing practice. All right, pair up in 3s.
That would be funny as a coach.
Yeah.
Immediately weed out the idiots.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
If anybody moves, they're an idiot.
He hits from both sides of the plate. He's amphibious.
That's like my grandpa. You ever hear that story?
No. I'm ready if you got it on tap.
Wait.
We'll come back to it. Okay, we'll come back to it. I'm not going to buy my kids an encyclopedia. Let them walk to school like I did. It would help if I could actually read, not encyclopedias.
Encyclopedia.
I'm going to read that again. I'm not going to buy my kids an encyclopedia. Still struggling it. Let them walk to school like I did.
Dude, I had an old teacher that used to say, he goes, I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Good.
Asshole saying is that.
It ain't the heat, it's the humility. I never blame myself when I'm not hitting. I just blame the bat, and if it keeps up, I change bats. After all, if I know it's not my fault that I'm not hitting, how can I be mad at myself?
I feel like you're just getting people lost on purpose. Like that was an interview move.
Yeah, that was during an interview.
Is he having a stroke?
Yes. I'm guessing that one probably came at some time of the slump question as well. So let's see. I guess this one in quotation, not quotation, parentheses, on the 1973 Mets. We were overwhelming underdogs.
We were overwhelming up on.
The towels were so thick I could hardly close my suitcase.
What?
It's from the hotel. He's trying to take the towels.
Oh.
But he can only take a couple. Too damn thick.
It's a deep read.
Damn thick.
All right, you don't have to swing hard to hit a home run. If you got the timing, it'll go. And I think that one kind of just speaks to activities in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to try so hard. Like, if you watch a professional athlete play something in an amateur or like whatever rec league something, you know, the people in rec league or amateurs, they're moving everywhere. Like, everything's like so high intensity.
Yeah.
Then you watch a professional, as I swallow this extra saliva, you watch a professional play and they're like, you know, a lot more controlled in their motions. Everything's calculated and determined in what they're doing. Yeah, there's finesse to it. Like, you know, even hockey or something like DJ Ringside, you know, you got like a puck coming, you know, maybe someone's like, you're not just chasing the puck, you're, you know, watching maybe someone else coming. So you're cutting off the angle or something rather than, you know, you can save a lot of energy in experience. and like even myself, like volleyball, like you have guys like big muscle guys and they're just coming up this, I want to fucking spike the ball.
Yeah.
And then they're swinging so hard, either crushing into the net or like hitting it long every time.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I just got like, relax, man, just calm down, just let your arms swing through, and then I'll go up and hit. Like I'm not a great hitter, but like I don't have to swing hard to, you know, put it
Finesse.
down effectively.
Finesse.
And it's
Touch.
just slowing it down and making the right things happen at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Can you clarify for me if you go to spike it and you hit the top of the net with your hand, that's illegal?
Illegal.
Yeah.
If you hit any part of the net.
I called some guy on that at like the beach that we were at,
Yeah.
and like it was a very cosmopolitan group of people from all over the world, and he like hit it. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, you're not allowed to do that. And he just looked at me like he was so shocked. He was so upset, like because he
Come on,
believed.
bro.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Don't be spoil sport.
We still got him in the trunk.
Yeah. No, it's like,
It's just funny. I just think people who like
it depends on what kind of game you're playing.
Okay,
like,
fine. I'll let 'em-
if you're casual, like, okay,
Let 'em have it.
Yeah, let him have it. If the world were perfect, it wouldn't be.
Can you go back up to the quote about my grandpa? It took me a
One
second,
more.
but
I'm
okay.
gonna get these. Okay. A lot of guys go, "Hey, Yog, say a yogism," and I tell them, "I don't even know any." They want me to make one up. I don't make them up. I don't even know when I say it. The truth, they're the truth, and it is the truth. I don't know.
That's just prophecy right
Yeah,
there.
so that was the last one I wanted to do, but
That's like
yeah. So he doesn't even. It's just coming out.
It just comes out. That's good because that means he's like a good person, just trying to be clever and creative and honest.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So this is the one that inspired you to think about Tales from Grandpa.
Tell him, Grandpa.
He hits from both sides of the plate. He's amphibious.
That's it. Amphibious. Okay. I love that quote. I'm gonna use it. He swings from both sides of the plate. He's amphibious. My grandpa came into church one day with these unisexual sunglasses. So like things you can buy for men and women. Like it didn't matter what you were wearing, right? And he's like wearing them all. Sermon comes out, and everyone's saying hi to him. He comes up to my brother and I first, and he's like, "Hey guys, like, what do you think? What do you think of these bisexual sunglasses?" And we're like, "That's not what you think it means. That doesn't mean what you think it means." And he's like, but then he like thought it was funny. And so he goes around the whole sanctuary asking people what they think of his bisexual sunglasses.
At church, nonetheless.
At church.
That's great.
That's one of my favorite Joe stories, and it lives on. And my brother and I tell that story to each other whenever we miss him. But
Yeah.
I think that's what made me reminded me of that. He swings from both sides of the plate. He's amphibious.
That's a precious moment. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad that you get to remember that.
He swings from both sides of the plate. He's bisexual.
Are we
Accurate.
talking about baseball or?
Accurate.
Yes.
Dude, Bearisms. Send me that list. Let's get that list out.
List will get out there in the show notes.
We want it. We want to hear it.
Oh yeah.
We want to see it.
What's that noise?
That noise.
Don't be a hero, mate. You look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you. Yeah, cheers.
It's time for some Australian news. This is the part of the show where we go down under to our island nation friends and check out what's going on. So, this one actually freaked me out. This is happening live as we speak. Finally got some current, up-to-date news that in 5 weeks when this comes out,
It's gonna be old news.
but we will know what happens.
That's true.
So,
Oh,
follow up.
follow-up.
Aussie news segment 4 weeks from now. Apparently, on like Friday or Saturday night, morning, I think it was Saturday morning, these walkers found a guy laying in the street of this small town. Let's see, this is Queensland.
Queensland's a good place.
Queensland. So they found a guy dead in the street in like a parking space, okay, near his car. And he was missing one of his legs. And he had apparently bled out. And these people call the police. The police come in, really grisly scene. Like the leg is chopped off, like sawed off. And he was dead. So they're like looking around, and somehow they found the guy who did it. I don't know if he admitted to it or what, but apparently there was some sort of agreement between the dead guy and the guy who did it, because they went to a park together. There's like CCTV footage of them like going to a park together, and the younger guy, the older guy was 66, and the younger guy was like in his 30s, pulls out a circular saw, and they go into the park. And then the young guy leaves the park, just like goes home, and then the 66-year-old is like limping out of the park to his car and just like bleeds out trying to drive away.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say. This is just like shock story.
What's the
This
agreement?
just happened. This just happened this weekend. And the cops are like, we've never seen anything like this ever in our town. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing. And they have him in custody, and they're just trying to sort out what the hell happened.
Does he have a video or some sort of document signed?
I have no idea what's going on.
Wait, so the young guy helped this dude. That's cut the leg off, or is it just?
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
So the saw belonged to the old guy, too. So, like, this was some...
It's like,
I have no idea what's going on.
you meet this guy that's just like, hey, I got a proposition for you, mate. You come over to the park, cut me leg off. Give you 100 pounds.
And a bear.
That's
Old brewski.
Give you a couple
and
beers.
That's not a slow process either.
But, like, the gore, like, imagine just the...
circular.
I mean, it is nuts.
Like, did he have to tie
And I
that
don't
guy
know
down? Or
if it was below the leg or above the leg. Here's my
Knee?
theory. Let's do a quick round of theories, okay? Just straight
that,
through the
that,
knee.
that's a Barrism.
Straight through the
I don't know if it was below the leg or the above the leg, but he cut his leg off.
Nickisms.
Nick is. So, my theory is the guy had some sort of ailment in his leg that he couldn't pay for it. He couldn't pay for it, didn't have health insurance, and so he thought the best next thing was to have his buddy, his neighbor, like chop off the leg. And I think the guy just did it, thinking he was helping him out, and the guy perished. That's my theory.
They didn't put a belt around it to cut off the circulation.
Clearly not a surgeon.
Circulation.
Clearly not a surgeon.
It wasn't. They didn't do it like the Griffins.
Yeah.
You know, the football player.
So,
Oh.
could you imagine finding that guy?
Yeah,
I
like-
wouldn't. Yeah, if we were walking on the street and came across a guy with,
But they found him and he was already dead. He wasn't
He was,
dying.
Like, apparently, the people who found him, he died
already-
with them.
and then they punched him just to. Be like, yeah,
Are you
God,
dead?
man.
Are you sure you're dead?
That's like
Live.
it's like the instant question though. Like what happened? No, he's just like, don't want to tell you, mate.
I did it on purpose. This is all part of the plan.
Oh, man. Did he tell those guys, like, no, I paid someone to do this?
Okay, so like I should have pitched this as a based on true story.
Yeah,
'Cause
maybe.
This is way better like than I thought. But imagine that those people like tried to save him. He like pushed something into their hand like a treasure map. It was just like
It's your copper pot.
like it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Tell us what happened.
Oh, that's good.
You want the story? Yeah, we want the story. It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg.
Dang. That's the closing right there.
Closing done.
Wow. Because, in life, when you're hanging out to dry on the road of life and you feel like your leg is chopped off, maybe you paid someone to do that to you. And maybe you didn't give them money, but by your actions and habits, that's the position that you're in. And maybe you didn't take the habits necessary when going under the water to fish out the catfish to prepare yourself for a snapping turtle to come bite your hand off. And in life, these things are unplanned events, and these events that you have to be prepared for, because you don't know when you're going to come across, whiny little kids playing games on their phone, and they're not real gamers. They're just like part-time gamers in the world of life, because they're playing on their phone and they're not playing on a real world built PC or console. That's what I'm talking about. But getting back to it, you want to make sure that you are amphibious in life, and that whether you're out there to win or lose, you're working on the next one as well, because when it really comes down to it, Antetokounmpo. Oh, yeah. That takes us into recommendation station. I think. What's up?
No, I'm saying we're entering
Oh, yeah.
into the station.
Coming in, pulling in.
Into the station.
Pulling in after that ride of a lifetime, once in a lifetime opportunity. If we did it 1,000 times, it wouldn't be the same. Every time different, even if we read out a script. Anywho, my recommendation this week is, I think this is the first YouTube channel recommendation.
Yeah.
And if you're into, I guess, dad jokes in a way, but also physical fitness and health. And
What a comedy.
yeah. So here we go. My recommendation is Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet, in their opinion.
Nice.
So they're a couple older guys, I'm guessing probably in their 50s, but I've watched a lot of their videos and gotten a lot of helpful tips, like releasing neck pressure and stuff, and like knots and stuff, and like back pain. And I think they just do a really good job of explaining, yeah, you do get the dad jokes. They might not be for everyone, but if you are about that life, maybe you enjoy your dad, or, his friends, like you like shooting the breeze with those kind of people. Bob and Brad, check them out.
Bob and Brad.
Good stuff.
On YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
Okay. I like it. I would check that out. Get some stretches in. Make sure that all the muscles are nice and loose. Do them before the podcast. Stretch it out. Well, as always, just want to wrap up the show by thanking our wonderful DJ Ringside.
Hey, thanks for having me out, guys. Had a great time.
Every time, all the time, 50% of the time. You know how it goes. And just want to thank all of you for sticking with us. It's a big day for us, coming back online. We're excited. We'll see you on the intranets and into the future episodes. That's episode 38 of the Velocity Cast podcast in the books. This is Nick signing off.
And this is Luke signing off. Thank you guys once again. Appreciate it. I know Nick's said it so much. I've said it. DJ Ringside said it. We appreciate you. And like we always say, if you stick your hand in a hole, well, it looks like you got a whole lot of problems. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the Velocity Chaos Podcast. We upload new episodes every Monday and Thursday. Be sure to subscribe and rate us on iTunes, Spotify, or your podcast platform of choice. Interact with us on Instagram at Velocity Chaos Pod or on Facebook and YouTube at Velocity Chaos Podcast. We are grateful for your time and hope you enjoyed it here. Please tell a friend, and thank you once again.